Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. For those who are new to this channel, well, I'm cycling across South America. I'm crossing Amazon rainforest on bicycle, like all of it. And it wasn't exactly a smooth ride. As a matter of fact, just a couple months ago I was quite ill and I was taking a lot of antibiotics. And after eventually I managed to get over with my sickness, I was seeking for some kind of way to boost my health, to improve my well-being. And one Brazilian friend of mine suggested me this dietary supplement made from marapuama tree. Apparently it helps with cardiovascular system and the digestive tract, and some people take it before workouts and so on and so on. So I started taking this every morning and I really felt more energetic while I'm cycling and doing other daily activities. But what I also felt is as if some horny weasel got into me. I felt like springtime is coming, you know, this strong carnal sensation in my body. But just a little bit later I learned that local indigenous people call this tree Viagra tree. So without knowing I was taking some local jungle Viagra. And me myself, I really don't need it for this particular purpose, at least in this chapter of my life. But if some of you gentlemen who are watching this video, you feel that you are struggling with these issues down below, I highly recommend you to come to Brazil and Amazon and get some of this supplement from marapuama tree, because it really works. And I'm still taking this almost every morning, but just a little bit, just a little bit. Another mad day on the road. I found myself in this little village called Garimpeiro, and it seems I'm stranded in here for a while because it was raining last night really heavily. The road is just horrible and it makes absolutely no sense for me to move further because I'll just get stuck in the mud and this will be a disaster. And I'm not the only person stuck in here. The usual, there are some truck drivers complaining about things, also stuck in the mud. You know, in fact, I don't even know whether this place is called Garimpeiro, but that's the name of the biggest restaurant in here. I mean, this is not even a village. It's just a few road restaurants, one hotel, and just some people running few businesses. And this location is completely in the middle of nowhere, and quite obviously there is no electricity line along this stretch of the road. So now I'm just waiting for the owner of the restaurant to switch on electricity generator so I could charge my stuff and start editing this glorious content I'm making for you, my friends. And the usual, I'm just waiting for the sun to come out, because just a little bit of that tropical sunlight and situation will change quite a bit until the next rainfall. The most unbelievable crazy thing happened, and I met another nomad from Brazil, from São Paulo. Como se chama você?
Denis. Eu sou nômade, né? Minha família é, como fala, egípcia. Minha família era cigana, né? Então sempre tive essa cultura de viajar, entendeu? E aí era assim da cultura da minha família, né?
É fácil pedir corona no Brasil ou não? Quanto tempo você tinha que esperar normalmente?
Normalmente se a pessoa tem experiência, tem que esperar algumas horas, mas não é muito difícil.
really don't remember what's the English name of this one, but I know that in Brazil and Portuguese they call it cobra cipó. Scientific name is probably Hironius exoletus, even though I will need to double check because there are several snakes that belongs to this genus that are somewhat similar. And these are really fast, really quick arboreal snake. Well, semi-arboreal snake, since they spend a lot of time up in the trees and they chase lizards and frogs, and it would be almost next to impossible to grab one in the forest. And I was just lucky enough to see one crossing the road, and when they feel cornered and they know they can't run away, they just strike and they strike and they strike. Really defensive, really mean little snake, even though completely harmless, it's not venomous. Now, at least statistically speaking, this is the most dangerous snake of Amazon rainforest, and probably the most dangerous snake of South America. This is a common lancehead, and it's not the biggest venomous snake out there, and its venom is not the most potent, but these snakes are quite common, and they have a massive distribution. They live in pretty much all of the Amazon basin. And now I brought this snake on the road, so it's more visible. But now try to imagine this animal somewhere on the forest floor, in the leaves. It perfectly merges with its environment, so it's really easy to step on one. The outcome from the bite of this snake, well, it can be quite horrific. You may not necessarily go 6 feet under, but venom is hemotoxic and it's extremely necrotic. Let me translate this to you. If this snake bites you on the hand, very likely you won't be playing that guitar no more. Or if this snake tags you on the feet, there is a big chance that you won't be playing football no more, because venom affects tissues, and dozens and perhaps hundreds of people are getting crippled every year. But I don't want to exaggerate the threat. I mean, just look at the snake now. It's chilling here cool as a cucumber with this gringo standing right next to it. It's very important to understand that snake bite is a defensive behavior. These animals are not aggressive. They don't chase people and they don't bite for no reason. If you meet a snake somewhere in the jungle, most likely it will be just laying there, minding its own business. And if you'll try to harass the animal a little bit, most likely it will try to flee. But when they feel cornered, they get agitated and then they strike. They try to defend themselves like any other animal would. Now me myself, I'm a massive reptile fanatic. I love snakes. I'm really interested in these animals profoundly. So finding a snake like this is like finding a pot of gold to me. So I would like to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, that snakes, even deadly venomous like this one, is a very important component of nature. I mean, Amazon rainforest without pit vipers is simply not Amazon rainforest. Sometimes you need to search for the wildlife, and other times wildlife comes to you. So I really hope that you enjoyed this little video.